You grew up in a gated community. You ain't like that. Let's go ahead and roll the clip, and then we're going to react to what his daddy had to say about him.
A son. He raps. His rap name is Tut Tarantino. If you ever listen to some of his raps, I'm like, oh my God, where does this come from, son? You grew up in a gated community your whole life, but he's rapping my life because we romanticize and fantasize about that old thug life, ghetto life, and all of that stuff.
I spent, burning, checking on make a dent. 19 ran through a quarter and selling hoes, serving.
Oh, good. I thought I was going to have to pause it. But yeah, I mean, Michael Irvin basically called out his son and said that how is, he sees people like John Morant and all that fantasizing this gangster life. And he goes, even I have a son who's, been a millionaire his whole life because I'm a multi-millionaire and my son's still acting like he's in the trenches and living that trap rap. So, he kind of, shunned his son. What actually kind of gave him some light because we had never checked his son out. We checked his son out on YouTube, Tut Tarantino, and
it's pretty decent.
He's actually half decent. I'm not gonna lie, he can actually rap. So you need to watch yourself, Michael Irvin. Don't be the hating old man yelling at the cloud. You need to let your son live his dream. And if he wants
to be poor,
no, he doesn't have to pretend to be poor. I mean, you can rap and just rap aggressively. It doesn't mean you have to be poor to rap aggressively. You could still be from the suburbs talking about I got this and that and I'm gonna murk this person and that person and don't mess with me and la da 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 da.
What you over here talking about? You can't wait to get get over $1 million, but you got
He already got $1 million.
Got $1 million life insurance, more than that. But with this whole situation, Michael Irvin going on Undisputed talking about it, and going on the Dan Patrick show talking about his son. He gotta be. I know he definitely getting more views if you look him up.
I don't know why he would call out his son because his son had a bunch of videos like 3 to 5 years ago, and they're actually doing some pretty good numbers, like 50 to 100K plus. But I didn't see any new music from his son. So why is he calling him out still now if it doesn't seem like he's pursuing that career anymore?
So basically on the Dan Patrick show, Dan Patrick was like, oh yeah, what kind of music you listen to? And he named like everything but rap. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm surprised you don't listen to rap music. He's like, oh, speaking of rap, my son raps. And he raps the craziest stuff. Like, son, you live in a nice home. But allegedly, like Tarantino, he's in jail because Von Lathan tweeted him and like he said, oh yeah, when he gets out of jail we're gonna be talking to him, but I don't know what's going on
because he had a couple little songs blowing up and I'm like, why didn't he continue? He had a couple songs that was on the fridge of blowing up, then he stopped, but I guess he went to jail.
So
of course you go to jail, you're not going to release any more songs. So
true.
Who knows, if he gets out and his dad putting his name out in the air, he might be able to get some shine and get right back on.
True. But then again, the fact that
who knows, he might have not been a football player.
Yeah, he definitely was a football player.
If that might be disappointing if your dad was a Hall of Fame football player and you ain't good enough to even make varsity or whatever, and you're like, oh man, I let my dad down. But then you want to rap and you're like, I'm good at rapping, people like my raps, and then your dad want to be like, he ain't no football player. I don't know why he's a fake rapper. We live in a nice neighborhood. And like, man, let your son live his dreams.
But yeah, at the same time, he just killed his son's dreams by saying you a phony. And now every time he makes the next time he drop a whole track,
people give T.I.'s son a chance, and
T.I.'s son a real gangster.
King is a real King lived in a gated community and went to private school his whole life. And he looks like he got enough teeth for 3 people.
I forgot this dude. His name's like Carlton or something like that. This person's real name.
Who?
I forgot. Michael Irvin's son.
Oh, his real birth certificate
his name is Eliza or something like that.
We don't need to know. You don't need to call him out that bad.
Don't call him out that bad. All right, I'll let him make it. So, I mean, you guys can check out his music. We
actually added one of his songs to TFTC Music Mix #4.
Yeah.
Because we were checking it out and we were looking at all the comments making fun of him, but one of those songs was actually pretty fire. So far, we added it to our playlist. So check out Music Mix #4 if you want to see one of Tut Tarantino's, aka Baby Irvin.
Exactly. Moving
trap
on.
Songs.
You have anything else to say about this topic? Nah.